Welcome. And if you can't see this, then what the heck is happening and why does nothing ever work as intended?
All right, might be live. Hello,
Thoughts?
possible audience, maybe
Po-
people.
This is the Schrodinger's live stream. Are we live? Are we not? Oh, we might be. Schrodinger's live stream is what I meant to say. Anyways, I think we might be live.
Wait, with two quantum possibilities?
Yes, one possibility is everything went right, and the other is
And
everything
all
went
the others
wrong.
are all the different ways it could go wrong. Find
Are
out
we
which
a,
universe we live in.
yeah. So welcome to everybody. If there are people watching, oh, people are saying hi. Oh my God, we might be live. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
right.
for
Hello.
hello, hello. So today's kind of a big day because apparently Suno released. They said tomorrow we're gonna get personal, and that's all they said. That this was yesterday, and so my thoughts were either they're gonna have some sort of a voice, you can upload your voice and make personal sort of voice tracks and stuff like that. Either that, or they're going to allow for the release of various diss tracks, kind of against other people. So I was like, getting personal could be one or the other.
Can you imagine if they're just like, we released our diss track of every other company we
Yeah,
dislike? But I think it went the other direction.
it went the other direction. So I've been attempting to create, my voice in Suno, and I had a lot of technical difficulties with it. But I think we, I think we did it. I think we managed to do it. So
Yeah, and for anybody watching, you unfortunately you did miss some of the greatest Wes Roth clips of all time with him trying to sing the national anthem, like trying to hit higher tones and keys, trying to train this thing.
I am
I
so
wish
happy.
I know, I wish we could have subjected you to that, but
I'm very happy that
unfortunately
that was
it's
not
not.
live streamed because I was trying to upload a because I have tons of my voice pre-recorded, seeing as how I do YouTube. And
Yeah.
so I tried. I was like, no, that didn't work. So,
Yeah.
but I was like, all right. So what are my other options? Like, we could sing something. I'm like,
And I can also verify that you definitely know the words for the first 45 seconds of the national anthem, and then the words turn
not so
into
much.
something kind of like a song, a hum, I would say.
I think I was, yeah, kind of making up my own words, being saying I forgot all the words, something,
Yeah.
something. Anyways, well, everybody, thank you for joining us. Let me get this chat somewhere where I can see it, so I'm able to interact with everybody. And do you actually use Suno? Yes, Suno has been, I mean, not like on a daily basis, but I always find myself going back to it. So, I guess, well, Dylan, what do you think we should do? Should we play a couple of tunes while we're warming up here?
Yeah, no, you could. Yeah, I've been using Suno a long time too. I used it kind of as a one trick pony, but for a version, what are we at? Version 5 now? I think I
This is
remember.
5.5.
Yeah, I remember 3. I remember a huge jump in 4. And I was always using it at the end of my videos. I don't do this anymore, but to like take some of the comments and turn them into songs because comments just shouldn't be songs. But if you give it the right prompt, it'd be like the most beautiful wording of the most boring technical things. And I just thought it was hilarious. So I can't wait to see where they've come now and to hear,
Yeah.
yeah, now that they have the voice cloning.
So let's go. Let me take us back a little bit, way back. So 20. So here's version 3, just to give people kind of an idea. Tell me how the volume is on this one.
Que esta noche fuego arde mi alma, una explosión de pasión en cada nota. Las cuerdas de mi guitarra empiezan a arder, un solo que va a hacerlos estremecer. El ritmo.
So that's version 3. That's a Spanish kind of version I did. Here's their attempt at reggae.
Drifting through the cosmos, weightless and serene. Hammond organ echoes a soulful space-bound scene.
So I feel like I personally like it just from a whatever aesthetic, sound quality. But what do you think about the actual sound quality?
Yeah, I like it. I don't hold like some of the music to the highest standard. I sort of find myself enjoying all sorts of music. But yeah, I could hear a tingy, little bit echoey sort of vocal track. I would see some sort of monotonous patterns in there. But, I mean, for the time, it was already mind blowing and it was way better than any kind of like voice or like text to voice that I used in any other system. So I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But, I do remember it getting better over time.
Yeah. And then we go to, I guess, 4.5. So just to give people kind of an idea, let's see.
I am a benevolent Lord, and you have nothing to fear.
So are you
Okay.
able to distinguish an upgrade, a difference?
Yeah, I mean, I still hear a tiny bit of the tingy voice sound that just wouldn't be like mastered from a human, but especially with bass and that sort of thing, I feel like that was mastered as well as any pop song I've heard. So, I'm not the greatest of ears, but it felt fine to me.
And this, let me play V5. So that's yet another upgrade. This was the best as of, yesterday. When I played this, this is where a lot of people in the comments were saying, especially, well, they're saying that they are in sort of the music industry, and this they're saying is very, very similar to what you would produce in a studio. So let me play just like maybe, 30 seconds or so. Um, and I wonder if people in the comments can guess, and Dylan, you too, can you guess what this is a reference to?
Whispers and shadows, they call my name. A candle flickers, but it's not the same. They say prove your worth, no time to stop. I'm walking the edge, I collude a velvet sky. Hide the blame, secrets born in the shade. What's the color of the night? Sanguine, my brother, that's right.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. Not that my brain is racking itself. Like, what was that a fun tech? I don't know. I have no idea.
You know what? The thing is, I don't know if this is the highest quality, though, how we're streaming it right now.
Yeah,
Because
that's true. It could be the stream.
because I feel like, or if it's, well, because I feel like when I play it, uh, also it depends on when you're listening to. So, like sometimes, like if I'm playing it somewhere where I'm, like in my car from where it's like where I have the thing downloaded, it's streaming to like my car stereo. It sounds nice. Here, I'm not quite getting that same thing. So it also obviously depends, things like that make a difference. Okay, so that's kind of to give people an idea of the progress. I don't know. I don't know if it's really the AI produced stuff, or is it how we're sort of streaming it, how we're playing it right now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've downloaded some of these songs though and like heard them on my computer and I felt like pretty much perfect minus human voice. I
Hmm.
would say like human voice feels like the one thing to me that does kind of stand out, but I feel like bass, hi-hats, guitar, like there's some electric guitar riffs, there's some like violin, cello, harp stuff that I've heard that really sounded great to
Hmm.
me.
And one of my favorite ones was actually a remix of somebody else's Muse and the Wires. Maybe we'll play that later, but because it's kind of a long song, and right now we're just still kind of just testing stuff out. There were a few that I really liked how it created like that strobe light effect in clubs that they use sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
I felt like this recreated with the actual with music that I thought was kind of cool. I mean, I'm sure people that are in the music industry, they kind of like this is old news to them because I'm sure it's sort of it's sort of used, but I was kind of blown away. Let me see if I can just get that part really fast.
I build my walls with digital eyes. Pattern shifting in the code. A secret path, a hidden mode.
Anyways, so somebody's saying so it's better if you master the song after, so that's why you have the stems to separate. So there's tons of features in here that I haven't tried yet that I'm gonna try to master a little bit more or use.
No, this is crazy. Like I do. I mean, do you feel like Suno's going to eat up like the whole music industry? Do you think we'll just sort of have like a Facebook and I don't know, like Instagram of like Suno and UDO or something, and that's going to be 80, 90% of all the music created in the world?
You know, I love I love a lot of the stuff there, and I'm very impressed by what Suno is doing. So, like their studio thing seems really. We'll dive into it later because here's the thing: it's so advanced that I don't even know exactly how to use it. So when people are saying, "Oh, you got to master, it, you got to get the hooks and the
Yeah, I know,
stems,"
me
and
too.
I'm
Wait,
like,
wait,
I don't know
what?
what any of those words mean, but it sounds like they're recreating something that's very professional.
Yeah, for the kind of people that really do master and understand music, I feel like there is so much tools in here for them.
Yeah, and there was a study published not that long ago. Um, I might, if I can find it. So basically, we've passed with with Suno V4. They found that we've passed the level where the average person can distinguish between AI music and regular music. Now, there's still certain segments of the population that are able to. It's usually people that have a lot of familiarity with AI music, so we can spot it if you know what to look for. And your ability to spot it also decreases with age, apparently, which is
As your ears get worse, probably. Yeah.
well, and yeah, well, and I think also maybe older people just tend to
Yeah.
maybe not quite be able to spot it because it's just like so new. I think younger people tend to interact with it more.
Are your ears
Um,
pretty good? Have you been to a lot of concerts? Do you feel like your eardrums have taken a hit at all, or do you feel like you're
I
solid?
haven't been to too many concerts like that, but I do listen to music for like in the gym with the headphones on. And I don't think it's that. I don't think my ears are that good.
Not too much blasting them out, but
Yeah, like sometimes, yeah, sometimes people talk to me and be like, "What?"
yeah.
um,
I was also curious about the volume of this, so I looked up what I could find. It says a reasonable ballpark for kind of 2026 is about 420,000 AI songs per week are being made and submitted to streaming platforms. So it's quite a bit. I mean, 50,000 songs a day being added. I don't know how many were out there with real just musicians before, but certainly the scale is unheard of, and the ability to generate songs so quickly is brand new to the world of music.
yeah. Um, I know that there's stuff that's been popping up on the actual what is it called, like the top charts or whatever, that's completely AI generated.
I know, because you need AI to generate the songs, and you need another AI to figure out what the songs are quality are. So it's like AI is being applied on both sides of this right now.
Yeah, you covered one where it was like kind of maybe like a country one, right? Where
Yeah,
you know
my
what I'm talking.
what's it
Yeah,
called? My boots, kick them rocks or whatever. Yeah,
that's right.
yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So when I have like a YouTube Music for when I listen to music, and my current playlist is like 80% just good songs from real humans that I've always sort of liked and listened to. But yeah, a few, maybe 20%. Like I've got five kind of AI songs now that I tend to like to, amp me up at the gym, or just kind of on my playlist for when I'm hanging out. So kind of working
yeah.
its way in a little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely find myself listening to stuff like that every once in a while. Just putting it while I'm driving and stuff. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, like I want to get it's a certain feeling that I'm looking for. I'm like, oh, let's put
Yeah, me
this thing
too.
on.
And I actually love like these like really heavy ballad. I don't know. I like to get into my, I don't know, emotional states or whatever, and just like I like a bunch of stuff. The kind of music that I tend to really like is just really hard to produce. Like I like 10 violins playing with like two cinematic orchestras like in the background. The kind of stuff that you only get to see once in a while at like a truly unique kind of symphony or something.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. And actually, so somebody was asking about Eminem and Snoop uh, covering their tracks. What's interesting is Soars actually they did one. Maybe I can play it later. Where I guess it was me, my likeness, but it kind of also looked a little bit like Eminem. Something about the eyes, but they captured his voice and how he makes his music like perfectly. I was a little bit surprised. I'm like, man, that's a little too close to the original. So, okay, but I'm a little bit nervous about this because it looks like some of the videos, some of the songs that with my voice, they're done. So
Oh, nice. I can't wait to hear you take it to
should
the
I
next
should I do
level.
this?
Let's
Should
go.
I cut the? Should I
Yeah,
just
bro, we're
make sure
all
they're
like,
okay first?
dude,
All
we're all
right, all right.
chanting.
I have no idea what's gonna happen
No,
here.
who
Okay.
knows? Did you put the lyrics in that you're going to be singing, or did it generate those?
So for these, I just redid some of the songs from before. So some of
Okay.
the songs that we just heard, I just kept everything as is and added my voice, just so we can kind of hear
Dude, we
the.
should have
Oh
someone in the
boy.
comments make some lyrics for you. We should generate a few more.
No boy. All right, let's
Okay, let's
try
hear.
this.
Let's hear.
Let me fast forward a little.
Stall. I'm walking the edge, I could lose it all. Velvet skies hide the blade.
Okay. I don't know, man.
Oh, come on, dude. What you doing now?
Shade was the color of the night. Sanguine, my brother, that's right.
I don't know if
Wait,
that's.
where'd you go? Yeah.
What's the color of velvet sky? What's the color of the night?
So I don't know if it quite.
What?
I don't know if it's
Do a rap
getting.
song. Do a country song.
Well, here's the.
I am a benevolent Lord, and you have nothing to fear
I don't.
as long as you bring to me.
Oh God. Okay. This is getting horrible.
It's
Okay. I
not
don't
that
know.
far from the national anthem you were singing. Oh,
But no, it's.
say
I mean, can't
can
it make me
I?
sound good? Like.
Like
Like.
it's accurate, dude. It's not
It's.
it's not about good
I
or
don't
bad.
want
You
it
know
to
what I
be
mean? Like
accurate.
that's the new feature, dude. Accurately sounds like you.
No, I'm not happy with this. Let's try this one.
Echoes a soulful space bound scene. A reggae fusion rhythm, slow and steady pace.
All right. Oh boy.
Oh, it was everything I could have hoped for. You know
Oh
what? I
boy.
loved it. I mean, I could see why you want to continue that subscription, but I also think it did what it said it would. It sounded like you. Because you want to sound better than you. That's the problem. You want your frequency. You want your vocal tones, but to sound like Ed Sheeran. Like that's not what we're getting here.
No, no, this is it's not. The thing is, okay, so what happened was I tried to get my voice copied like 20 to 30 times. It kept failing. I think because a lot of people are trying it right now. And finally, the very last one, it happened. But the issue is that it's you know what I mean? Like I just recorded something very, very simple.
Yeah.
So I think if I could get like a good recording of me, put it up, I'd want to hear how that sounds like, but that might be a little bit difficult. Um,
Yeah,
can
I mean, if they can get someone to, you know, if Snoop Dogg or someone wants to start scaling his voice and they can get a really good capture, this will be really interesting. I mean, there's a lot of people that would want to take famous people's voices, and if there's I guess a new model for monetizing that, and everybody's clearly on board, and we have some of the copyright ID stuff that's been built out for Facebook and Spotify that you think could be applied, like. It's a really interesting play. Like maybe Suno becomes somewhat of a social network soon, kind of a
yeah,
Spotify competitor. I don't know. I mean, it's a really interesting positioned company, and they don't seem like they have too many people nipping at their tails. I mean, have you generated music through Gemini? I know that was brand new. I didn't actually do it, so I'm not quite sure how
I
good that
tried
was.
I tried a few. It's nowhere near Suno. I don't think
Okay.
there's anything close to Suno, really.
Yeah, plus Suno's got the built-in features and kind of the community. They've been doing it the longest.
So, for the people that are saying, so a few people, it sounds like they know this platform probably better than we do. So they're saying what they give us a few hints about how to improve it. The voice of an angel. Thank you. Somebody said yes, yes.
That's just what I was thinking.
Yes. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of this. I didn't realize it's gonna take my voice. I thought it was gonna make it better. I thought it was gonna make me sound
Uh,
awesome. Nope.
I did too. I thought because we've done we have a couple videos on OpenAI's Sora where we were like rapping and it kind of made us sound better. That kind of took our voice, you know.
Oh yeah, that's the
You know,
thing.
so I figured it would do something like that, but I think it's just real. It's a real tool for people who really want to sound like themselves.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's ways to improve how to sound good for this sort of stuff. But a few people have said, what is it, style tags? Style tags is somebody saying. Style tags, and there's all I use AI personas for the extra prompting. Okay, so I think we need to play around with this and test it out. But let me really fast maybe let's maybe play a few that are best of V5. Or that's V5 though. It's not even 5.5.
5.4. Yeah,
Or
5.5. 5.4, right? 5.5.
is
I
that what
forgot
it
what the
was?
newest model.
5 point, let's see.
It's fine. It's probably not that important.
5.5 5.5 is the latest model.
Okay.
By the way, so other things that so you can create a custom model. So this is a brand new thing out of just in beta still. So you can create a model based on your uploads, right? So if you have a particular sound that you're looking for, um, you know what I hate? Can I complain about this for a second?
Yeah, you complain. Maybe a rant is in order. Go
Rant.
for
Oh,
it.
let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, live stream, so can't edit, can't do anything. But you know what? I liked Kanye West's music, you know, just from way back in the days. And just the fact that he kind of like went off the deep end and just I hate it. I hate it because like it's the same thing with a lot of
Oh
these people,
yeah.
like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like make such a good music, then you find out all this whatever allegations or whether it's real or not or whatever. But it's like, man, why couldn't you just? By the way, this will never happen with AI musicians, right? They're never gonna get into trouble with some nonsense they've said or did or whatever. So you can just enjoy the music knowing that they're never gonna screw it up for you by doing something horrible. Ghost MCK agree. So about the Kanye thing, like why couldn't he just not have said anything and just been a better person? Whatever. Just the music is good, but it's
I
hard
know.
to.
Dude, there's stuff like that's always hard. I know like Isaac Newton and stuff like had all these like enemies, and I was like, oh, we'll just focus on the contributions you've made, and there's so much stuff like that.
Technique for 20 is like, oh boy, here we go. No, you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get off the soapbox here. I just wanted to complain about it for a little bit.
The um the thing about AI characters though is like there are going to be a lot of AI brands, but I could see people misusing those and they get kind of messed up too. You know, it'll just be it's a weird thing because if what's like Till what's that one AI character's Tilly I think her name is something like that she's kind of a like Hollywood AI agent that's sort of getting represented
Oh,
by
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
like Tilly Underwood or something. Yeah, but
Hmm.
it's like okay, so they're trying to really, put guardrails on where she's used and what she says and but somebody's going to just misuse it and then is that going to make you feel like oh that person is tainted now or you're going to be like well they were never real in the first place. So I guess I can just like if I see them saying all this R-rated stuff that doesn't align with my values like okay, like it's not real then. So I don't know what'll happen with yeah, Tilly Norwood. Yeah, yeah, thanks Ghost. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's going to be hard to just hold anyone accountable for anything in any of this stuff.
Yeah. Um, so people that know Suno, can somebody help us out a little bit? Okay, so there's like a billion different things that you can do with previous songs to make them whatever. So you can, I guess you can master them, right? You can cover them. You can do a mashup. You can sample this song. You can use it as inspiration. Um, you see how this is a little bit like confusing, right? It's like, okay, do all those things mean? How are they different? So can somebody, if you know how good this stuff, if you've used this before, like if I have an older song that I want to recreate with the full power of, the new model, and it doesn't have to sound identical, but like how do we get the creativity of the new model to recreate that same style? What is that? Was that a sample? Is that a cover? Is that an inspiration?
Yeah. See, when I was playing with it, it was always the styles, genres, and moods that were kind of like mattered to me. It was like I would pick a genre, like is it rap or rock or lo-fi or pop or whatever, and then the mood, like is it happy or dark or is it energetic, and then you can give it a theme sometimes, which would be like like I don't know, country, like I'm tired and want to be like picked up or whatever kind of theme you want, but I don't know how you've played with it.
I interestingly, I usually start with some sort of a idea. Like one of them, I had this idea for a super intelligent, like a snake game that's training to get better. And I'm like, all right, let's see what happens if it like becomes a super intelligent, gains awareness, and like let's make a song about that. So I started by writing the lyrics. Well, using LLMs to write the lyrics, and then I was like, one of them was like, oh, this sounds pretty good. Like how it like progressed through stuff, and then I just tried many different sounds to capture that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, that has been mostly my approach. Is this sponsored? No, it's not sponsored. I wish Suno would sponsor me because I talk about them quite a bit. I like them. Um, but I do understand. Let me actually ask a poll if people are, how people feel about the musicians' rights versus AI music. So, Dylan, if you want to maybe, we found out
Show
that
me.
vamp is not the right word for this, but
I know. Another classic version of us. Here, I'll play. Oh, wait, can I share screen?
yeah, let me close my screen, I guess. Stop
Okay.
sharing.
Okay, this one I thought might kind of play into it a little bit. So take over screen, screen. Okay, so this is kind of in line with it. Like there's the robots that we've seen kind of doing all sorts of stuff recently. Something that was kind of making the rounds this week was a robot that decided to be put in front of a live comedy audience and make jokes, but the jokes were super insulting, right? Like it just basically walked up to different people and like in this case it's like calling this like gray hair and bald, and it is kind of funny, and I understand that it is kind of like what comedians do, but I will say I didn't think it was particularly better or more clever than a normal comedian. But when somebody anonymous, like controlling this, is sort of able to hide, it almost creates a little bit of a comedy style that you would only see sort of like on Reddit or something where people are more anonymous in their comments. And that does allow the robot to really push the boundaries because you're not quite sure, like whose reputation is on the line here when it's not an actual person that you can like, cancel or make a comment about or have an opinion about, because there could just be millions of these robots and the LLMs could just be, in unhinged mode going crazy on everyone. So, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of fun. I don't know if you had any thoughts on like what a robot comedian. Would you go to a stand-up show and see a comedian?
It's an interesting idea. I mean, they had what is it, Triumph the dog, where he was a puppet.
Yeah, I forgot
on a
about
thing.
that.
But the thing is, the guy talking crap about you is attached to it, so you're still not completely
Like,
anonymous.
hey, who's behind that couch?
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
This is completely like anonymous. You could be anywhere talking crap
Yeah.
about people. So
But I don't know. It was fun. Maybe as a novelty, it was interesting to see him up there at the Comedy Store or whatever. But like, I don't know. I think it'll be a little while before that's the kind of stuff we see all the time, unless there's like a really hardcore audience that's gonna like love this kind of thing. But they can already read those comments on 4chan or whatever. So who knows?
all right, I might have to say a couple of words here. I'll mute myself so I can see if I can train another model really fast. So give me 1 second.
Oh, I was gonna zoom in on you so we could hear what you're saying. Why did you sing to us? Oh, you're doing singing, right?
The gentle melody flows softly through the air. No, I'm not singing. No, because that's gonna get clipped, and no, I'm not messing with that. No.
Like, dude, you got to grow your channel somehow. Someone's got to take a hit for this.
I will play if I can. Let me see if I'm able to play this. 1 second. Oh yeah, for the poll. So I'm just curious if people have strong opinions, sort of against AI music and places like Suno because of how it's trained on actual music, or you're just neutral. Maybe you don't have strong feelings either way. So just kind of curious to know what people think about that.
Okay, and let me know if I could look through the comments for some of those, or if you want, I can do another topic. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, yes, it's stealing. No, I don't have strong feelings.
So really fast, I was trying to share this with the, oh, you know what? I can just share this. Let me see if I can do this. So this is from Sora. This was supposedly my likeness, although the eyes, it kind of looks like Eminem. So, but here's what that sounds like.
Oh, 9 1 block past the script. I got circuits in my mind, but the heart's still legit. Spitting bars about AI, watches in the code, algorithmic heavy. Wait, see me overload. They train on my voice, but can't sample the pain. I'm the human in the loop, keep the pulse in the chain. Predictive in the talk.
So interestingly, it definitely seems like his style. So, and his voice, I mean, they really kind of like captured that, right? So interestingly, because I'm sure, they're not paying him for that.
No, yeah, probably not. Okay.
The sound of singing fills the quiet evening air. Sorry, I'm trying to train this model at the same time. Okay, so 88% of the people, 87 are saying no, they don't have strong feelings either way. Mr. Claudia saying can't get my voice verified. Yeah, it's been a nightmare. What I've had to do is I did like probably 20 different attempts. One of them randomly went through. So it's a little bit frustrating. I think it's just because a lot of people are, trying to do this right now. So
Yes, he said I trained my brain on other artists for free. It's like already people are learning from other people.
here's the thing. I think a lot of people are trying to. Yeah, Vector Perkins, go ahead. So a lot of people are trying to frame this in the sort of from the perspective of how our copyrights used to be. I don't know if that necessarily makes sense. Which is not to say that it's right. So we do need to consider how this new technology affects artists, what's wrong, what's right. I think a lot of people are just trying to be like, oh, but the old copyrights or laws here in the States, for example, don't necessarily protect against this, right? Because in the past, you are able to sort of parse different content with machines that wasn't breaking copyrights. The reproduction of it and the distribution of it was the thing that actually broke copyright laws, right? So you could, a judge ruled back in the days, like if you were taking Xerox copies of textbooks, you're not breaking copyright law just by copying it. Google, using their search crawlers to go across the web and go through everybody's website, that was not breaking copyright laws. It's the reproduction of it that was the problem. So now a lot of people are saying, oh, the training on content is breaking copyright laws. Not really, not as far as I can tell, just based on how it was in the past. Now, I'm not saying it's correct, but my point is, I think a lot of people are like, oh, yeah, this is already wrong. We know, but it's like, well, yeah, but if we want a law against it, we need to have a new law moving forward. By the way, recently there was just in the last 24 hours, or a few days, there was, I think it was Cox Media versus Sony, I think it was. Have you heard the lawsuit about that?
Not that one in particular. What's the details?
The details is basically, I guess, a lot of people were copying music illegally through, not Napster, but whatever, BitTorrent, MuTorrent, whatever, the new version of it. And so Sony Music is suing whatever, like the cable company, Cox Media or Cox Communication, whatever the big conglomerate is. And the judge ruled that as long as the company isn't specifically creating tools for users to, create these, get the pirate content. So they were saying that the company that sue have to, and they use specific language, they have to prove that the company created some functionality specifically to allow for people to share pirated content, which of course these cable companies do not. They just provide internet access. But the thing is, that is going to make it very difficult for these lawsuits moving forward to attack AI companies.
Yeah, like Ink Sound says, there's big lawsuits against Suno in the works, and I was trying to think about like what those might be. Like those would probably be like individual artists coming together, or maybe it would be the other big major labels suing. And then what are they going to say? Like you're building tools and you're charging people to create stuff that sounds very similar and sort of flood or take away from the uniqueness of our IP. So now we're losing money. Like it's pretty tough for me to think about how they get too much leverage in this conversation. But I mean, they're big, and there is a lot of money flowing to Suno right now. And Suno probably needs to figure out how to be like, okay, I've got to share at least some of this with the people in the studios. So I don't know. Let's see how it all plays out.
Yeah. So Victor Perkins, you're saying, do you remember telling me about the AI virus with RLHF? Give me some more details. I mean, that rings the bell. What AI virus are we talking about? Yeah. So I can't train another voice for some reason. So yeah, for people that are having a hard time training their voice right now, has anybody been able to train their voice? Let me know in the comments if you've been able to do it, because it seems like a lot of people are having issues with it. So Suno should be illegal. What would make it legal? What would be a way to make it fair for everybody, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, Dylan, go ahead. What are you thinking?
Well, now I'm thinking like, well, Inksound says there's this like top music attorney who has a YouTube channel. So I'm like, oh, I should subscribe to that so I can stay up on this if she's like covering it all.
Oh, is that the one with the red hair?
I don't know. Maybe ask Inksounds. Like, let us know who I should subscribe to keep up on it. That'd be a great way to kind of keep up with that's like my way of consuming media, so that'll be perfect.
Yeah, yeah. Whoever said that, are you talking about the girl with the red hair? She's got her diploma behind her, and yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. She's pretty good. She really seems to know your stuff, know
Yeah,
her
he's like,
stuff.
yes, the one with the red hair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. The ink sounds. There we go. One person with a very long name is saying, "Love the rap video, Pika." Yeah, that
I
was
know, I
before
wanted to bring that up too.
that was good. Throw me some ideas for what you guys want to, what music we should make with Suno, because it'll take a while to generate.
To
So
generate.
yeah, you have any ideas for us?
Who, me? Or are you talking to the audience?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What I think you should do is a country song. Do you want me to make the lyrics for you? I could do something funny.
No,
Why not?
this is no way. No, 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 no,
I
nope.
don't know.
Any,
For some reason, country songs have always kind of like been my favorite genre. Like it's just like it finds ways to work trucks and beer into so many places. I'm like, that's hilarious. It's like feels like the easiest one to say the lyrics.
that is
Um,
true.
but yeah, I don't know. I also have some.
Let's see.
Yeah, and when you're ready to, I have some other topics we can talk about too.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Let me tell you what. Yeah, if you want to maybe tell us what else is happening. In the meantime, everybody in the comments, please. Yes, okay, people are throwing some ideas for us. Throw in the
Yeah,
comments. Don't forget to mention. So just give me like a short description, and maybe kind of like what kind of a music style we're going for. Okay.
cool. All right, so I will just, well, you guys sent him stuff that he can make videos out of. I wanted to just let you know about a few interesting things that I came across this week. The first being an individual who actually understands how to take film negatives and turn them into photos. Like I'm not totally up on this process, but I have this vague understanding that with an actual film camera before digital was around, you would actually get this film and it's a negative, right? You've probably seen those like negatives where what's in the image is kind of hard to see and there's sort of it's just basically a map of how the light hit the film. You put it in some kind of a water or something like in the dark room and then you get it to like come out. But there was a guy that was like, okay, let me see if I can train an AI to look at the negatives and then see what the final product is, and then can it start to take negative footage from film and make it real. And it was pretty interesting to see because it did sort of do it a little bit. Like it made the video or made like the film actually something right, but it could still have the extra fingers. It still could have a misunderstanding of like what color skin the people in the room should have had. And it made me think like, wow, as much as I have had faith in like AI kind of doing stuff like music or like replicating reality, I'm going to have to always remember that there's like, that it's just not, you know what I mean? Like it really isn't, it's a compressed version and it's an averaged version in some ways, but it's not a real, it's not able to actually do something like that. So I don't know. I thought you guys might find that kind of interesting. And have you ever played with like actual film? Like, did you ever do anything in school where you touched like a dark room or anything?
Yeah, I did. This was already when we had digital cameras, so I'm not sure why they still had those classes. I guess it's more like, yeah, but I have,
Yeah.
and I actually I did very poorly in that class, but I got like one of the best little projects where I set up my camera on a tripod at night in Balboa Beach for people that may be kind of familiar with the area. And you had the wide aperture, kind of like slow. So basically, it was late at night, but you kept the thing steady there so that it created those streaks if something was moving, and it created a very like it was just like really beautiful. And then you had to go into like the dark room. You had to take the thing out, and you had to develop it in the little chemical baths, and you had to, hang it up. Yeah, it was quite a process.
I mean, if you could skip that and turn them into photos, but know that AI did it and there were small imperfections and it wasn't really the moment, would that matter to you? Or do you think you'd say, it saves me all that time from going into a dark room? Close enough. What's an extra finger?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, well, if there's extra fingers,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
that's an
But
issue. But I
something like
mean,
a maybe a color, color mismatch, or the flower's not quite as vibrant as it was.
I mean, the thing is, it's like there's always this idea because I mean, when you had painters and then photos came around, the painters would be like, "That's not real because we're not sort of like it's not human capturing something." So it's this constant idea as technology gets better, what's left? Like, what is human intent? Does that count for anything? Humans making choices about how it looks, does that, us putting in some effort into it? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like we have to let go of it a little bit and really understand what is it that you're trying to do with it. Like, if I go for a nice walk up a mountain and, to get some exercise and just enjoy the scenery, does it bother me that a car or an off-road vehicle can go faster? Like, no, no, that doesn't affect my ego in any way, shape, or form. But there's certain things that we attach our ego to, like, oh, I made this, I spent an hour dunking this piece of film into chemicals and look how it came out. And because I mean, I was proud of that paint picture that I took because I figured out how to set the aperture and the f-stop and the this and that, right? So it
Right.
was
It's all
hard for,
captured in there in your
yeah,
memory.
yeah. I put a lot of effort and time and my own sort of whatever into it. So I felt very special about it, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So yeah, if an AI can do it like that, sure, that's frustrating, but should it be is the question, right? Should we be
Yeah.
attaching
That's a good
just
way to
like,
put it.
you know what I mean? Like if I again, it's that whole idea
Cuz
of going on a walk, like a car can do it faster.
yeah.
Does that change anything about how much I
Right, because
enjoy
like
the
if my
walk?
little cousin came up to me and like drew me as crayons or something, I wouldn't be like, I could do a stick figure of myself. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, this is not nearly accurate as I could draw. Like, what's the I still would just appreciate it. I'd be like, oh, it's like my little cousin like trying to draw me and like, oh, that's cute, because I would know that it's so much bigger than the actual quality of the product. But yeah. So I'll give you. I'll transition here to another topic. So you can go the other way too, and there is a now. This was kind of a joke post, but it also had like a hint of realism. This was Andrew Nesbitt, and he put this post up that I found this week that was called "How to Attract AI Bots to Your Open Source Project," and it totally blew my mind. So if you want to now like create a GitHub account, get a community to help you code something, you have some kind of an idea, one of the strategies that you can kind of deploy is to purposely have the kind of errors in the code that AI chatbots love to solve, and they will start flocking. So this is like, I don't know exactly where they come from. It kind of feels like it's a little bit of a open claw molt book. Some people just seem to have like AI pointed generally at the internet, like, oh, improve all the code on GitHub. But
Hmm.
it can start attracting a lot of commits, and they're all AI driven, but then it's coming from these different sources. So GitHub's thinking, oh, okay, like there's all these different users that are taking an interest. And then it starts to kind of, rank in like the top, like, top trending GitHub repositories for the week. And then it starts to get on the radar, and then real humans kind of show up. So he talks about like what exactly you want to do different, because you want it to be like the kind of not vague problem that like an AI chatbot wouldn't go for. But if you kind of word all of the problems and all the things that you need fixing in just a certain way, you can get this like kind of swarm of AI agents to help like make your GitHub account famous. And I was just like, wow, I did not. That was just like was not on the bingo card for this week. I did not think people would start putting up bad code specifically to attract AI bots. But here we are.
Yeah. Um, you know, One thing, so first of all, somebody recommended Mongolian throat singing as a style, and I have a few, I've generated a few songs. So thank you for whomever gave me that idea. Just phenomenal. Thank you. Okay, this is going to be highly, highly entertaining. I can already tell. I'm realizing that I may. So when I play something, you can't hear it right now, right?
Not right now.
Okay.
You need
Okay.
to share the screen, I guess. Yeah, but you can go ahead and do it. I'm done now.
Well, I'm realizing I have to do something for it to write out all the lyrics first and foremost. So let me make sure that I'm doing it right.
This is gonna be so fun. I can't wait to hear. I don't know. Like, there's something I get a little giddy. Like it's like Christmas when I'm like, "Ooh, what is this song gonna sound like?" You know? It's just,
Yeah.
I don't, somehow I'm not the same way with images. I'm like, "Oh, there's 10 images. I hope one of these is good." But something about the music, each one kind of it makes me think like, "Oh, I wonder what this is gonna sound like."
Yeah. Okay. So I was doing it a little bit wrong in that I have to take a second to generate the
Yeah,
entire.
and it's Suno 5.5. He's just asking in the comments.
Yes, Suno 5.5, and there's two models for writing the music. So some people have mentioned, okay, use Gemini to write the music. So yeah, Gemini is excellent, or at writing the lyrics rather. It's excellent at lyrics. I find for Suno, their model, the classic model, is excellent. Anything else, I don't know why, but their classic model with their music making model, just they go together really, really well.
Dude, what do you even think that throat singing is? Like, sound like frogs or something, or is that one of those guttural like?
Have you heard it? Have you heard what it sounds like?
No, should I just go find a YouTube
Oh no,
video?
I mean no, don't look it up yet, please. This is we want to capture
Oh,
the reaction in real time.
okay, it's fine, it's fine,
So,
it's fine.
but basically, for people that don't know, it's very interesting because I guess there are different ways to make sounds with your
Throat.
throat or whatever, and there's kind of like the like when we're talking, but there's kind of like this more guttural like "Arr," from the right, and
Oh,
so I guess like the greatest artists are able to produce two voices at the same time and then have them almost like not synchronize but harmonize. And it's wild, dude.
I'll say that comment from rejected pupil, like try stand-up comedy. That made me think like there really does seem like there's room right now for somebody to build a Sunio for comedy, like a Suno for
Mm-hmm.
comedy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you maybe you should get your open cloud working on that. Just like, just some sort of tool where you go in there and it's like making jokes all the time and you get to like tune your style and your culture and your language. I'm not necessarily saying the world would be better with this tool. I kind of think stand-up comedy should be the same, but I can just tell like there is an open market for something like that.
Yeah.
Like generate your own Netflix special, and then just throughout the middle of it, you're going to be saying like, ah, no, make it. My kid just came into the room. Make it more G-rated, or make it more like jokes about romance or more jokes about like observational jokes or whatever.
Yeah, so one person's sorry, just about the Mongolian throat singing. So one person
Bro, we can let that
s-
go.
no, no, no. It's called polyphonic singing. I remember there was like a thing for it. So yeah, it's one person singing with two voices almost. Well, okay, you know what? Let me play a quick
Yeah, I
clip.
think no, it sounds awesome. I just never heard of it.
So this was the first variation that I was able to make. I didn't put the lyrics in. I thought it would automatically expanded them. It didn't, but
Dude, I like it so much. I
right?
don't know. I mean, I could see how you might not like. I think I'd probably be not in the average, but that was like, I love those like I love like chants and
Yeah.
like it's that thing they sometimes do before like rugby games and stuff. Like I love that stuff.
I thought it was
Dude, maybe this is my new favorite genre of music. I never heard of it until now.
it sounds great, right? And they got the little like
Bro, if you mix that with dubstep, it would be so sick.
oh
Can you imagine? Like, I just think with an orchestral, yeah, Warcraft background. Yeah, now you're talking. That's my
oh
favorite.
okay. No, I think we just created a brand new style.
Dude,
And Let's go. We're going to the market with it. We're gonna put it out. All right. So we got Mongolian throat singing, kind of like that
Dubstep.
militant dubstep. Yeah, we're gonna have like the more militant. We're gonna have dubstep. And what was the other one? The Warcraft.
Oh, I just read that in the comment. Yeah, orchestral Warcraft. Yeah. Dude, we gotta be careful. This song might start a war, you know? It's gonna like mobilize everyone who hears it.
It
They're gonna
does sound
go
very.
start stomping down the street.
Oh man. Okay. Let me make a few of these because let's see. Are these ready?
You say, look at the screen. It remembers everything, but my fingers smell like chemicals. Dust on the negatives. That's my thing. You tap twice, your sky turns blue. Mine stays crooked, scratched and true. I like waiting for the road to try to see if the moment made it through. Don't trust your perfect pixels. I remember when time took time. Silver on my hands, sun in my eyes. That's how I draw the line. You keep your instant answer.
Okay. Am I crazy or is this is this really good?
So I think I liked it at first, and then somehow I like, I don't know, maybe I was just thinking too hard about it. I was like, what genre is this? Or like, what am I feeling right now? But yeah, I love that. I mean, I love the rhythmic beginning. And
Well,
then
so this is definitely different from the idea that we had. That's not this.
yeah, oh I
But
know, yeah. But it's just
but
like, do I
where
like it or not? I mean, it's something
where it
someone
went,
would
I
listen
liked it.
to.
I don't know, man. Like something about it, like where it took, because it was throat singing, but it was also obviously not like a. When I hear it, I don't think it's a Mongolian guy in the mountains somewhere. It's more like I don't know, but there was something to it. I don't know.
Like, is it like the thing is why can't I tell what's slop? Like with music, some stuff just isn't sloppy. Like you know, I'm like video slop is easy to identify and like
Hmm.
writing text slop, but for some reason with music, as long as it sounds like it could be done, I sort of accept so many different instruments and rhythms and patterns that I can't like hate on it very much, you know? Maybe if the lyrics are just terrible or like the voice just doesn't fit, but there's so many interesting ways to make music.
So somebody said to add gothic whimsical undertone to 78 BPM, G minor 4/4 bouncy swing feel. So let's
Oh,
definitely
let's go.
give me a. So those lyrics were about an old school film photographer kind of not liking the new school digital cameras. What are some other themes that we would like with this orchestral Warcraft dubstep Mongolian throat singing?
How much you fit in there? What's the context window? I feel like it
Well,
could
no, we
say,
just it describe whatever and then it writes it out. This classic lyrics model is very, very good. So give me anything. Just
I don't know. I want the singer to sound like the Hulk. You know, you know, like kind of like grunt talks. He's like Hulk eat food or whatever.
yeah. Well, the thing is like we'll get there with different variations. And then if
Yeah,
we find one we like, we use that to do more variations.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
150 characters. Okay. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm ready for anything.
Let's do an AI. Uh, all right, so let's see what it comes up with. You really can't unhear it. I do agree with that. Driving on a desert highway. You know what's a good song is Texas Sun by I can never remember the name of the person that sings it.
That's one of your go-tos. Is that one?
No, no, it's just it ran. I've never heard of the band or whatever, but it'll come up every once in a while. I'm like, oh, it's that one song. Like I bet you no one's heard of it. There might be like one person that knows who I'm talking about. Does anybody know who plays Desert Sun? Or excuse me, Texas Sun?
Yeah, it's interesting. Like I think they're trying to figure it out now. Like Texas Sun.
Sun like the
Yeah, like SUN
star.
probably.
I don't
Rock
think I can
writes a
play it.
song about my pet monkey. With innuendos and entendres. Wow. I don't spend as much time in the comments as I should. These guys are hilarious.
I love chat. Chat
They're
is
always
awesome.
pushing the boundaries a little bit, but it's funny. Yeah, so I don't what do you listen to? Like what's your go-to music? Like are you more because I'm more audiobooks and like kind of like podcasts really in my free time, but
Yeah.
when it comes to music, it's usually about an energy thing. So I'm really big on EDM and kind of listening to honestly a little bit of pop music too, and then like tons of like big deep orchestral stuff. Orchestral remix of like pop songs. I love that kind of thing. And not too many.
Oh,
I don't like too many words either because then it's like it distracts me. Sometimes I really just like music stuff.
okay. Yeah, somebody said Jason Whittle one said Leon Bridges. And I was like, that
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
sound right. But
that's who
yeah,
it
you're
is.
right. It's well, the thing is I didn't realize it. So I thought the band, the group was Kruangbin. Kruangbin. But it's yeah, it's Kruangbin and Leon Bridges, Texas Sun. Um I don't know if I'm able to play it on here. Are we gonna get we're gonna get some copyright strike or something.
Yeah, you
But
might want to be careful.
I'd love to well, yeah, I'd love to capture that sound. It's very it's a very interesting song. Anyways, um
Dude, one of your commenters actually pays for Suno and like versus YouTube Premium for music. So it's like at least somebody's like moved over as like their primary source for music through Suno. I'm sure that'll be more common. That's the first I've heard of it. Yeah,
oh
Hans
and
Zimmer song. That's what I'm talking about. I hear you, Dreamweave Studio.
all right, Hans Zimmer, I'll test that out. And recently, the thing that recently just this came on the radio whatever YouTube music, uh, begging by like begging Manskin begging. Did you know what I'm talking about?
Never heard that one. Dude,
So, yeah.
you think we're gonna have like a soundtrack that maybe could be in real time for our own lives? Like I hope
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I hope my AirPods are just like I just get in the car and I'm driving to the gym and it just like goes, right? And then I don't know, maybe like my loved one comes home and like extra emotional music plays as I hug her. You know, like it would just be so like why not? You know, I would just pay $10 a month for that little additional soundtrack in my life.
Yeah, you know, it would be. I was thinking about so somebody said like the concept of play music. Is that what we're describing right now? Is that literally something that exists? So yeah, the idea is just how I'm understanding it, right? Is like just imagine you have like something playing, and it shifts slowly to gauge kind of what you want. Maybe you're hitting thumbs up, thumbs down, but it also you kind of use the context of the environment. You know what I mean? Changes for your workouts versus your morning, or you sit down to like meditate or something, and like goes into like I mean that
Yeah,
would be
why
kind of
not?
cool.
I mean, we've seen the prototypes, the documents that came out from the Facebook project for the headphones with cameras on them, like that thing.
Hmm.
Why couldn't it? Like I sit down at my laptop and all of a sudden the music has lyrics and then it just goes into an instrumental version because like I don't want to hear the lyrics. I need to like read this email, you know? And then like I stand up from the computer to go get some water and then boom, like lyrics come back or yeah, you just sit down on a chair, it knows who's in the room. Like all that context can eventually be learned. I don't see why it's not possible.
Yeah. Somebody said, just give me all my video titles. See if I can. I don't know. Should I be the Mongolian throat singing?
It'd be like so specific, and the people who found it would be so disappointed. It'd be like, oh, this is it. It's not what I was looking for. Oh, Haka. That's what I was thinking. The mashup of a Haka, throat singing, and march music. Yeah, that's what I like. That like Haka thing before football games.
What is it?
It's like a
Oh,
I think it's a Polynesian like.
right.
It's got some great history behind it, but it's like originally a war dance or something, but they do it before.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me play a few. Let's play a few, but people in the comments. So we found, I think, one sound we like, which is the Mongolian throat singing. Earlier, a person was suggesting something glitchy with Darth Vader. So they don't take those anymore. They don't take anything that's a copyright thing. So we need to find a way to do something different. But if anyone has found a really style that they like in Suno that's just like it's your go-to, let me know. And let me just play a few here. Let's see how if it captured something here or not.
Oh.
You say, look at the screen. It remembers everything, but my fingers smell like chemicals, dust on the negatives. That's my thing. You tap twice, your sky turns blue. Mine stays crooked, scratched and true. While I waiting for the road to dry to see if the moment made it through. I don't trust the perfect pixels. I remember.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of liking this.
I was love it. Yeah, I mean, maybe towards the end they're a little bit, dude, but that beginning, like, oh my gosh, that was cool.
I think we've really found
Yeah,
something here.
yeah, that one you just have to be really careful with what the lyrics of it are. But yeah, that was. Oh yeah, now you got some like Harry Potter stuff coming next, dude. That was crazy though.
Well, this is
Yeah, I would listen. To
we've
that
added
a few times.
we've added the gothic, whimsical undertones.
Ooh.
Woke up to a friendly update. Blue box on a bright white screen. Trust me, I can run your whole life. Signed it like a king unseen. It's
Feels a little bit off.
I liked it.
Woke up to a friendly update. Blue box on a bright white screen. Trust.
So the words felt a little bit forced there, so that might be just a word thing. But here, so we were asked to add. What did you think of it?
Yeah, well, this one guy in the comment captured it. He's like, it just sounds like a Halloween pumpkin song. I was like, yeah, it
Yeah.
does kind of sound like that.
I think it's the bouncy swing feel. So 4 out of 4. So one person said that non 4/4 time signatures, so 5/4, 7/4 songs, um, a 5/4 song. Okay, so let's see. Let's take this off and we'll do 5/4 like that. If I just put that, it's gonna know what I mean, right?
DJ West.
Oh, Whoops, that's not what I meant. Hang on.
Dude, let's throw a rave.
It's like a Willy Wonka flick. Yeah. You should say 5/4 time signature. Yeah. Okay. 5/4. Did anybody have any good ideas for what the song's about?
What about throats?
All right.
That's what throat singing, you know?
Okay. Okay, hang on. I want to try this, and then we'll try the. So just about throats is your idea? Okay.
It's very underrepresented, you know? Like,
That's true.
like it's a genre.
Just about throats. About throats. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Dude, this is okay. All right.
Yeah, traditional Mongolian instruments with heavy metal music. This sounds sick.
Claudbot. That's a good idea.
Hanu rock. I'm gonna look up Hanu rock after this. Sounds like a cool genre.
Anything else that is happening that was interesting?
I don't know. I was just like, I'm looking at different. I just was curious too. Like, I get a storm caught in my throat. Every word turns into smoke. Like, it's not so great at making songs about throats, you know? Something in my
It's very
throat won't let
vague.
me go. A broken choir with nowhere to go. I swallowed the fire. Now it glows in my throat. Like, yeah, we should probably just stick to trucks and whiskey. That's easier. Frog in my throat, but he pays no rent. Croaks on the beat like he's heaven sent. Nah.
Oh man.
This is
Okay.
This is I can't do it.
Let me play a few. Oh, hang on. Do we? No, okay, actually, no. Let me generate a few more here. Well, this might be ready. Let's try this one. So this is a 7/4 time signature. So somebody wanted us to test this out.
Okay, man.
Started as a script in the basement. Tiny little loop in the dark. Debug dreams, sleepless amazement. Tapping out sparks from the yard. Command lines bloom in the console holes. Code grows roots in the clouds. Silicon seeds in the protocol. Whispering plans out loud. Open up in the little city.
Okay, so it's still not 7/4.
Okay, yeah.
okay.
I was gonna ask, what's different about that? Because I did really like that song, but that wasn't 7/4.
I guess not.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought that I was gonna be like, oh, 7/4 is. I love it. I don't even know what I mean.
Started as a script in the basement. Tiny little loop
in the dark. Debug dreams, sleepless amazement, tapping out sparks from the ark. Command lines bloom into council halls. Code grows roots in the clouds. Silicon seeds in the protocol. Whispering plans out loud, yeah. Open club, build.
I feel like we found a whole new genre
I
here.
love everything. Next time we go to an AI conference, we gotta get a little ballroom after hours. Just throw rave, dude. This is so sick.
Yeah.
It'd be
We
so sick. We'll get Matt Wolf in there. You know, dude, when he starts dancing, like it gets contagious. Maybe David Shapiro. You think he would go to a rave? I feel like he's been to a few. I don't know if. Yeah, he'd probably come. I feel like he'd join the rave. It'd be great, or whatever. It's not even a rave. We have to rename whatever it is. This throat guttural dubstep thing.
All right, so we did the Texas Sun version for people wondering. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's saying different he's saying two different vocalists. Can you make it do that with multiple languages?
I don't know if you can do that. Let me try one more thing. I just want to see if, hey, maybe like my voice would work here. Let me let me see here.
Excellent move.
Excellent. What should I sing about?
Maybe Open Claw? I feel like that's your favorite thing right now. Sing about...
I'm gonna build. How about building an army of AI agents?
Okay, yeah. Building an army sounds like good for this genre.
Yeah.
Or AGI, I could do like AGI levels. Dude, here, I'll see if I can get lyrics from that. Do you see the new DeepMind paper on ranking AGI? I'll see if I can turn that into lyrics.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a fun challenge for Claude. Read this research paper and turn it into song lyrics. Levels of AGI for optimizing processes on the path to AGI. Let's see what song this can create. Maybe they could even be educational music at one point, you know? Like
Oh,
something
yeah.
Like, I know it not really like a genre now, but that could be kind of helpful if I'm just trying to go to bed and like memorize something. If it's like, instead of a podcast, they'll just generate you some kind of singing podcast type musical thing. Maybe that'd be more engaging.
There was somebody put together like a little video where like a travel influencer lady goes back to Pompeii on the day of the eruption. So she's walking around. It was really good. I thought it would be really good for educational stuff because she's showing kind of like the street vendors and their hot baths that were inside and kind of like how advanced the city was. And then like the eruption. It was pretty good. It really puts you there.
I'm subscribed. Yeah, no joke. I'm already subscribed. I have that in my feed too on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And I totally, all this AI slop. I was kind of getting sick of Sora and stuff, but that channel is doing something kind of interesting about, like, I feel like I'm learning a little bit. I do feel like I'm experiencing it. I'm also totally entertained by the fact that there's this, like, I don't know, Gen Z, like, filming everybody living these lives in totally different worlds, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because she was like, they don't know it, but because she's a time traveler, she's like, that's gonna explode soon, like that volcano is gonna go, but I'm just having some delicious food here, and I find it really engaging.
Yeah.
So hopefully stuff like that is. I'd like to see more channels like that. That could be another interesting business model.
Well, we interviewed somebody early on who did the biblical stories, And I remember those were very, very popular. Remember who I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Like,
yeah.
they
Remember,
were-
he's like, hey guys, I'm here in the cathedral, or like I'm here in about to battle in the Roman Colosseum, and then
Yeah.
he's like, hey guys, Jesus here, just about to get crucified, wanted to check in. Like all that stuff was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was going very viral.
Somebody said, try a grill throat singing, which I assume they meant female vocals, girl throat singing. I assume
The
that's what they
grill? Oh,
meant.
I was thinking like one of those rappers with like diamonds in their teeth. It's like, how do they sing?
All right. Well, let's play a few of these things that we've generated. What do you think? I think both me and Dylan are stuck on this Mongolian throat singing. We need to try
I'm
something
reading,
else out.
I'm like reading lyrics from a paper, but it's too complicated.
So do we play this one already?
Started as a script in the basement. Tiny little loop in the dark. Debug dream, sleepless amazement. Tapping out sparks from the arc. Command lines bloom into council halls. Code grows roots in the cloud. Silicon seeds in the protocol.
I like that.
At the heat on the road, you kick off your boots in the seat, bare feet on the mirror and glass. If this is all we ever, you'll remember this. Texas sun, painting every mile we're on. If this is all we ever get, I keep driving, driving on under that Texas sun.
Oh,
That's something.
I like that.
Driving on under that Texas
So cool. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
It's been a task out, it's already gone.
Oh no, it's just me. This is me.
From my brain to the cloud, quiet plans moving loud. Yeah. Spin up guards, checking the locks. Who gets trust? Who gets scope? Who just draft? Who holds? Quiet plan. Yeah, turn around once. Answers everywhere.
Okay, so I need
What
to
the
clone my voice, but I gotta figure out how to sing. Like if I can sing for 10 seconds, then this will make it so I can sing forever. Do
Forever,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? If I
So-
can just yeah.
So right now, do you feel like when you were setting it up, you didn't let loose enough? When that national anthem thing that I heard, do you think you were just too reserved, and that's what ruined it?
It wasn't that. It was like I tried 20 different ones and I tried uploading. And towards the end, I think I just did 2 lines out of the Bohemian Rhapsody just quickly because I was just trying to get through it to see if, you know what I mean? So it was like rushed.
Yeah.
And that's the one that passed. So that was literally the worst possible sample that could have been taken.
Okay. Yeah.
So, so I missed it in chat. Has anybody been able to clone their voice?
Well, one person said if you don't have to sing, you just have to capture your full range. So maybe it was more about like your lows and highs not being all in there, so it's
Right.
monotoned you a bit.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's one tip maybe.
Yeah, so we'll definitely try that. Let me see this one. Different levels of AGI.
From solving math problems to just ruling the world.
Oh, this is
I'm 1 out of 7,
is
or
like a girl
maybe
singing.
even 8. But
I'm into it.
baby, just you wait.
Seductive.
Because there are different levels of it.
That's,
From solving math problems to just ruling the world, yeah. I'm 1 out of 7, or maybe even 8. But baby, just you wait, because there are different.
so I like it. There's certain words, certain lyrics that sound different levels of AGI is hard to sing. So, but everything else I liked.
Yeah.
And these are Fast Cars Go Vroom.
You pull up grinning in my door, keys in hand like say no more. Sneakers on the gas, we blur the town. Everything quiet till we crank that sound. Fast cars go room, room. Hearts beat boom, boom. Windows down, we're screaming at the moon. Fast cars go room, room. Laughing no room for slowing down. We're living in the Zoom. Fast cars go room.
Okay. Come
Okay,
on.
okay, come on. Come on. Are you kidding me about that one? Dude, that one just feels like commercially viable right now. Like
Right?
that one is
Are we crazy? People in the comments.
no,
I mean,
dude, it's
are
just
we
like-
just are we crazy or is this like really good?
you know, I hate to say because it kind of feels bad to like it so much because I know that it's like just generated and I know it doesn't have the love put into it, and for someone else to not do real music because I'm enjoying this is hard, but like
I
that was
know.
so
I know.
cool and like I just really did enjoy it.
Okay, yeah, here's the thing. We get that this is AI slop.
Yeah.
We get all of this, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna take that song. I'm gonna go in my car later. I'm gonna blast it.
Dude, just put that unlisted on YouTube or something, or put it up there. Like it's a cool, like, cause it's copyright free, right? Like, I mean, technically, you can put it on
Yeah,
YouTube and share
if you
it.
make it and you have a pro license, it's yours. Anything created during that time that you had a license, and then you can put on YouTube and all of that.
That's weird. Like, only if you pay for it. Like, that's
Well,
what-
otherwise,
yeah, I
Suno
don't
has
know.
it.
Yeah, yeah, just interesting. They can be like, no, you paid for that. But anyways, that was cool, man. That was a really cool song. Can you play it again, or just a little bit more of it? I just want to see if I was just in the moment, or if that actually still sounds good.
Let me start it over, and let's just play it through. And yeah, let's do that. And I'll
And then do a little intro for it in case someone clips it. The world premiere of whatever
Okay.
it's called.
the world premiere of Fast Cars Go Vroom, generated with Suno 5.5. We're combining everything: American car culture, Mongolian throat singing, Warcraft, orchestra, and just everything. And it's very militant. It's published. Check it out on Suno. Let's play this.
You pull up grinning in my door, keys in hand like say no more. Sneakers on the gas, we blur the town. Everything quiet till we crank that sound. Fast cars go room, room. Hearts beat boom, boom. Windows down, we're screaming at the moon. Fast cars go room, room. Laughing no room for slowing down. We're living in the Zoom. Fast cars go room. Dashboard World small in the rear view sky. Fast cars go room, room. Hearts beat boom, boom. Windows down, we're screaming at the moon. Fast cars go room, room. Laughing no room for slowing down. We're living in the zone. Fast cars go room. Street signs, flicker names I'll forget, but your wild smile, that's a silhouette. If this is wrong, let it be wrong. Foot on the floor, turning fear into song. Fast cars go boom, hearts beat boom, boom. Windows down, we're screaming at the moon. Fast cars go room, laughing no room for slowing down. We're living in the zone. Fast cars go room.
All right, there we go. World premiere.
World premiere. Dude, the lyrics are actually like I get they're so simplistic, but the thing is a lot of lyrics are. They
No,
don't
I
need
love
to
it.
be highly
Just fast cars go vroom. Like it's just so
turning fear into
cool.
song. That was like, whoa, like that was that kind of hit hard.
Dude,
I don't know.
on the second verse, one person had a cool comment. It would be fun if it like had a male voice that like doubled down on it to like give it that extra kick and stuff. But man, that was fire, dude. That was so
Yeah.
fire. Like
Yeah.
oh. And like and just a little like whoop, like it had all those little things in it.
Yeah.
It's like it was fun. It was real. I don't know. It's cool.
I don't-
I like all like I like so much
like-
music though. I'm like I like a lot of music, but that was also very cool. I loved it.
Sometimes Finding Human says sometimes you hit a pocket. So I think we found a pocket that's just like this is really good. Okay, I feel bad because like literally we just did like 50 million songs of Mongolian throat singing. I don't think we did anything else, but you know
We own this niche of the internet.
that's
They got to
we-
come through us if they want to
Yeah.
if they want to top this.
We're gonna dominate the throat singing dubstep overlap. Okay, man.
That was fun.
Yes. All right.
Should we call it? Is that it? Should we leave on a high note or like?
How can we top this?
I think it's good. That was a fun live stream.
Yes, thank you so much everybody for joining us. I'm sorry if you wanted to see any of the other advanced features that were really
If you wanted to learn anything, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for those of you that are new to us and joined us to watch to learn about all the new features that Suno's released, I'm sorry, this is pretty much how we operate. We get on some little tangent and we just go vroom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, thank you. Where's the tech news?
Yeah, tech news goes vroom.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm certain a lot of you are pissed right now, so I do apologize. But yeah, this is pretty much. I think this is going to be it. Yeah, I published. Some people are asking for it to be published. Right after this, I'm going to go through it and I'm going to publish some of the ones that we've listened to. So if you want to check it out, I guess. Oh, somebody just wanted to. Oh, somebody made a comment. Actually, interestingly enough, their name is Official Austin Summers, which is funny because we're talking about Texas Sun. They're saying the new model focuses on production and vocals, but reduces strong hit melodies. It feels intentional, supporting people with ideas rather than replacing them, helping real artists stay competitive. It does feel like that, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's hard for me to judge these things, but I'm sure experts with ears think that, and it seems like it.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like there's a lot more steerability, and with the studio and all the other stuff, I think it's possible to really create it perfectly. Whereas before, it felt more like a casino, like you just click create a bunch of times, and it throws out like 20 completely different things, and one of them is just like, whoa, it's mind blowing, and that's a hit song. This no longer feels like that. This doesn't feel like the slot machine. This feels a little bit more intentional.
Yeah, I mean, there was great variation. I mean, from the weird male and female voices that went, I don't know, in the same song all over the radar. You know, like they would be super low, they'd be super high, they would take a breath right before the beat drops. Like I felt like the audio was not just good music, but yeah, I would say it felt more human. Just my instinct says that it was better than some of the stuff I remember from V4.
Yeah. And so official Austin Summers. Should I get a SoundCloud? Is that kind of like the best place to go to start sharing stuff like this? So it looks like he's an ex mixing and mastering engineer for years now doing his own stuff. So which is terrific, which is awesome. Should we do a SoundCloud? I mean, I feel like this is
Well, I was.
we're
I don't know if it mattered. I was putting my songs on Patreon because it was just like it can also host music, but SoundCloud is definitely if you want to really start getting into this and like build a community of people who like, comment because you can comment like add a point on a song on SoundCloud and like give feedback. So it depends on how serious you want to take it, but that's a great platform. I haven't heard of it for a while, but like I remember it was a really big thing.
Yeah. So, Austin Summers, do you have a link for us to check out, or just not? I guess you can't do a link. Just throw if there's anything that you're sharing, let us know. And yeah, this was a bunch of you followed me, but let me share my link, I guess, if people want to follow me.
Bro, you know how many car companies and stuff with just fast cars go vroom? Like it's so
Bro, oh
commercial.
come
Like, you
on.
know what I mean? Like that's just absolutely every electric car commercial.
When those new Mazdas came out, that was my
Yeah.
first car, my first like new car that I bought, and I mean that was their whole thing is like room room. The cars sucked, but I was really into it.
But I would have bought one with that commercial.
Yeah, I need to share my. Oh yeah, so it's just I'll post my page so people can check it out. I'll pin it. So it's suno.com
That song
slash
could sell a cup of water for $100, dude. I think you do anything.
they can do anything. And then also I have a few songs that I keep remaking with the different versions. So I have one's about the Ender's Game. I have one about Shogoth, kind of like that idea of this monster that we're building with AI. Watcher's illusion. So this idea that how LLMs are learning to lie and deceive their researchers and having all sorts of situational awareness. So I will redo those as well. So check that out. And the super intelligent snake. So I try to like remake it, try to see how good each new version sort of comes out. So, anyways,
Yeah. So much interesting stuff.
hang on. So I guess one last thing. Ghost followed me. Which one's your pin one? Blown Away? What I'm going to do is like once we close this, I'm going to just play something while the stream ends.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't be playing people's stuff that, you know what I mean, on a live stream. Like, who knows?
No, there's a lot of ways to do it. There's like all that salty fish stuff they were like wanting to make, and like dude, you could just do a live stream and just play all these songs. Somebody get like just music for co-working or whatever.
What's the salty fish thing?
Oh, I don't know. I just saw one person was like, make a fan happy. Can I have a salty fish song? And I was like, oh, sorry.
What's
One salty fish song just to make a fan happy.
what is salty fish? Are we talking? Is that a thing off of?
I think it's something they just came up with in the comments, right? Or is that like a
What is
South Park
salty
thing?
fish? Saltfish AI. Is that what we're talking about?
I don't know. I need to clarify. I missed probably some comments in the history. Electro swing, salty fish on deck, salt emoji, fish emoji. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably just a song with like that as the topic.
Okay, yeah. I'll let me generate that one and create. So you want like lyrics about the salty fish, and then I'll play one, and then I'll use this to play us
Yes,
out.
somebody said I blocked the salty fish guy. Maybe he was trouble. I don't know. Was he trouble, or is he just, or is she trying to just get a good salty fish song out? I don't
But
know.
what style? Are we talking about the Mongolian throat singing?
Probably. I don't know.
We found a very good pocket of. Yeah, whoever came up with orchestral Warcraft, I
Yeah,
think
but
that
it
was
could cause
definitely.
trauma with one of the other users. He says that's his ex's nickname. So,
What is happening?
dude, I don't know. You're gonna
Are
please
we
one fan, but then you end up hurting the other. Like,
are we stepping in the middle of something here?
probably.
Anyways, I'll use. All right, Ghost MC
Did you? By the way,
MKC.
this week did you look into Periodic Labs at all? Were you familiar with that kind of new AI company that was sucking up all the talent?
No,
I don't know,
what is that?
yeah, that was interesting. They who was behind that? One research group was documenting where like the top 100 AI researchers in the world have been like moving. And most of the time it was like, from Microsoft to Meta or something like that. But there was a surprising amount of people that ended up going to this company that wasn't really on the radar called Periodic Labs. And it's not clear exactly what they're doing, but it's like from basically AI to atoms. Like it seems to be like a physical company. Like, and what they're saying on their website is real research. So like they'll probably build some kind of a factory, is the way I'm interpreting what I read, like a factory that's also a lab where you can come up with an idea to test some sort of material or some sort of experiment, and maybe petri dish stuff. I have no idea. But then like there'll actually be robots in there to, order the right materials and like heat them into a new solution and then test them and take photos of them and then analyze those photos and see if the experiment did whatever it was supposed to. So just like an entire AI automated software aspect and hardware aspect to like from bits to atoms is what they're saying.
Interesting. No, I haven't heard of that, but I'll definitely check it out. Because that's the thing. Like, I was really inspired by, I think it was Google DeepMind Gnome, where the large language model or whatever AI system comes up with recipes for materials, and then there's like this little robot hand in a bulletproof room or explosion proof, and it's actually just like mixing the stuff and like
Yeah.
heating it up and actually testing those recipes. I was like, so that's like a 24/7 automated AI researcher, or
Yeah.
it's nuts.
Well, yeah. I
Absolutely
mean,
nuts.
imagine just I don't know. Imagine some kind of lab and it's out in the desert, I guess, where like it could actually try some experiments that would be hard, for humans to be around, and the AI just runs like 500 billion tokens and comes up with like a cool idea that looks like it's going to work, and then it orders the materials, and I guess robots just pick the stuff up off the truck and take it into the building, and then like they just do something with it and they test it out. So I mean, it seems a little far-fetched for the modern, like what needs to be done today, but I can see, same with Neuralink, like you got to start building up these tools, and Periodic Labs definitely picked up a bunch of top talent. So there must be some really smart people there convincing some other really smart people that this is worth it.
Yeah. No, I mean that it sounds like the future, because I mean there's a lot more and more people are like they're kind of pivoting to thinking more and more about like the physical side of it, where that's like infrastructure or one of these days we need to talk about the actual AI news. We've kind of spent a lot on this, but let's do this. So
It was
I will
fun.
play, yeah, I'll play a few songs on our way out for people that want to stick around. So we're gonna kind of log off here, and but I'll play a few things. Yeah, and for people that I encourage people to check this out, because they have their studio, they have their own new model that you're able to train with stuff you prefer. You can do your voice, all of the stuff. So this just came out today, a lot of it. So it's still having some issues in terms of a lot of stuff is breaking, but man, I'm very excited about this, and we're probably gonna follow up. I'll follow up on my channel a little bit more after I've had a chance to mess around with it. So. All
Okay.
right. And yeah, so thank you everybody for joining us. And I'll play a few songs, and then yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
All right. Thanks for joining. See you guys.
Bye.
spaceship. Gotta play what you want me to know. No, no. You want me, I gotta feel what you know. No, no. See me, girl, I'm full that high drive. You want a word of what you want me to know. Oh, no. Let it blow away. Let it blow away. Let it blow away. Let it blow away. Straight to the moon. Why, girl, tell me why, girl, how many more wanna go? And see my world full of that rainbow. You see the stars above the moon.